Hey everyone, welcome back to the Stoic Journey. In today's episode, we're going to dive into something truly powerful: how to make someone not just think about you, but to feel your absence in a way that keeps you on their mind, day in and day out. Now, before you wonder, no, this isn't about manipulating anyone's emotions. We're talking about Stoic principles here. An approach to life that doesn't play games, but instead cultivates a presence so strong that it resonates even in your absence. So imagine this. They're sitting there, unable to focus, and every little reminder of you brings them back to thoughts of you. This idea of a memorable presence isn't just a fantasy, it's something that anyone can achieve. If you're ready to take this journey, you'll want to stick around because this is one video that could just change the way people see and remember you. Let's take a closer look at the Stoic methods that build your inner strength and the techniques that make you unforgettable without saying a word. So if you're in, let's get started. Section 1. The Art of Strategic Withdrawal. Alright, let's start with a concept I call strategic withdrawal. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why would I want to withdraw if I want to be remembered? But here's the thing. Sometimes pulling back is exactly what creates that spark, that intrigue, that longing. Let me share a story about a friend who had mastered the art of strategic withdrawal. This friend, let's call him Alex, had this knack for making people wonder about him. He would be there, fully present, giving his energy to the conversation, but every so often, he'd withdraw. He'd take time for himself, focusing on his interests, allowing others to miss his energy. And guess what? People would talk about him when he wasn't around. They'd miss his presence, wonder what he was up to. His absence made him more memorable than his presence ever could. Strategic withdrawal isn't about playing hard to get. It's about stepping back enough for others to truly value what you bring. This principle isn't new. It's rooted in the teachings of Seneca, who famously said, "To make them miss you, give them the gift of your absence." Here's an exercise. Think about an area in your life where you're constantly showing up, maybe even too much. For a week, step back just a little. Instead of reaching out every day, take some time to focus inward. Let others feel the difference when you're not around. Notice how the dynamics shift and observe the effect your absence has on others. Section 2. Self-control. The calm within the storm. Let's move to one of the most powerful Stoic skills, self-control. Self-control isn't just about holding back, it's about mastering the self. Imagine being in a heated conversation or dealing with a difficult situation. Most people let their emotions take over, but you, the Stoic in the room, remain calm, composed, and centered. Seneca teaches that we have power over our minds, not outside events. Imagine the ripple effect of mastering this wisdom. When you hold self-control in a moment of chaos, it's not just impressive, it's transformative. Others take notice and remember the calm you bring to the room. Here's a practical challenge. Over the next week, pick one trigger, a situation that usually makes you lose your calm. When that moment comes, pause, take a deep breath, ground yourself, and focus on controlling your response. Watch how others notice your calm demeanor. You're teaching them the art of self-control just by example. Section 3. Rational decision-making. Next up, rational decision-making. This is the art of thinking clearly, acting wisely, and choosing with purpose. When you're the one who pauses, who considers the consequences and then acts, people remember that steadiness. Think about a time in your life when you made a decision with intention, when you took a step back, thought it through, and made the right call. How did people around you react? My friend Sarah was in a high-pressure work situation. Everyone was rushing to solve a crisis, but she took a moment to analyze and act rationally. Her calm, collected decision changed the course of the project, and to this day, her team remembers her as someone who thinks before she acts. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." When we make rational decisions, we're not just impressing others, we're setting an example for them. Section 4. Resilience in adversity. Resilience. Now here's a skill that speaks volumes without words. Life brings setbacks. It's a fact we can't avoid. But Stoics teach us that how we rise from those setbacks defines us more than the fall itself. Imagine a person who's been through countless challenges but never lets it define them. Take Michael Jordan, for example, cut from his high school basketball team, but went on to become one of the greatest players of all time. His resilience made him legendary. Here's a powerful exercise for you. When adversity comes your way, practice stoic resilience. Don't ask why me, but rather what can I learn from this? Make it your goal to grow from each setback. Notice how others start to look to you as a source of strength. Section 5. Mindful presence. Be fully there. Mindful presence is our next stoic tool, and let's be real, how often do we find ourselves in conversations, but half listening? But here's the secret. When you're fully present, when you're truly listening, people feel valued, and that's unforgettable. Here's a mindfulness exercise for you. In your next conversation, commit to putting your phone away, maintaining eye contact, and being fully engaged. Notice how the other person responds. This kind of connection isn't just rare, it's memorable. Section 6. Emotional control. Emotional control, the power to manage your emotions under pressure, is a stoic skill that makes a huge difference. Imagine being in a high-stress situation, and while others are losing their cool, you're composed. That calm confidence is unforgettable. Try this exercise. Identify an emotion that you struggle to control, like anger or frustration. When it arises, pause, breathe, and let it pass before you respond. With practice, you'll find that emotional control becomes second nature. Section 7. Living with virtue. Let's talk about living with virtue, one of the highest stoic values. Living virtuously means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. This isn't about trying to impress, it's about living a life of integrity. Think about someone who lives by their values, even when it's difficult. That consistency is rare and it leaves an impression. It's not just what they do, it's who they are. Section 8. Acceptance. Embracing what is acceptance. One of the Stoics' greatest strengths is about embracing reality as it is, rather than fighting against it. When we accept what we can't control, we free ourselves to focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Acceptance turns obstacles into growth opportunities. Section 9. Purposeful action. Purposeful action is about intentional living. It's easy to be busy, but being intentional is what stands out. When your actions align with your values, people notice. Write down your top values and make a commitment to act in alignment with them. Notice how this shift impacts your life and how others see you. Section 10. Gratitude for the present. Gratitude is a magnetic quality. When you're grateful, people notice your positive energy. You become someone they want to be around because you see the good in life. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Practicing gratitude creates a mindset that radiates positivity and makes you unforgettable. So, those are the 10 Stoic habits that make you unforgettable. These principles aren't just tactics, they're a lifestyle. Embracing them will transform not only how others see you, but also how you see yourself. Let's end with a reminder from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you'll find strength. Embrace these Stoic skills, make them your own, and I guarantee you'll see a powerful shift. If you're ready to start your Stoic journey, drop a comment saying, "I am unforgettable." Subscribe, hit that like button, and let's continue this journey of growth together. See you next time, and remember, stay strong, stay wise, and keep shining.